Imagine right now, the sun turned off, just like that suddenly, with no warning at all. What would happen to Earth? Let's find out, but I'll warn you, the answer is not what you'd expect. First thing you need to know, light takes time to reach us, about 8.5 minutes. That means if the sun turned off right now, we'd keep seeing it shining for a full 8 minutes. The world would keep going on as if nothing happened. And then, suddenly, darkness. Not a gradual sunset, no, pitch black, instantly. Imagine you're driving your car or sitting in the park, and suddenly everything turns black. But here's the good news. Gravity doesn't disappear immediately. Gravity travels just slightly faster than light. So Earth would keep orbiting around the sun's old position for about 8 minutes, then it would start flying off in a straight line into space. Temperature would start dropping fast, but not instantly. Within a week, Earth's surface temperature would drop below freezing, and within a year, the oceans would freeze over from the top. Plants would be the first to die because they depend on sunlight to perform photosynthesis. And shortly after, the entire food chain would collapse. What about the moon? The moon doesn't have its own light. It only reflects the sun's light, so if the sun turned off, the moon would disappear too. The other planets like Mars and Jupiter would go through the exact same story. The only difference is they're farther away, so darkness and cold would take longer to reach them. Governments and scientists would go into full emergency mode. People would take shelter underground because the Earth's core still holds natural heat. Nuclear power plants would become the most important source of heat and electricity. But even the best plans couldn't sustain life for long without the sun. There's only one place where life might survive longer, the bottom of the ocean. Down there, hydrothermal vents release heat from the Earth's own core, not from the sun. Some deep-sea creatures already live off that heat, not sunlight. Actually, Earth went through something similar to this millions of years ago. When a massive asteroid struck the planet, dust covered the sky for months, blocking sunlight almost entirely. And that's what wiped out the dinosaurs. So the sun turns off scenario is somewhat similar to that disaster, just far more extreme. Now let's get back to the science. The sun isn't a fire that can just blow out like a candle. It's a massive nuclear reaction happening in its core every single second. For it to turn off, it would need to completely run out of nuclear fuel. And that takes an incredibly long time, not one instant like in this video. The sun is currently about 4.6 billion years old, and it has enough fuel to keep burning for another 5 billion years. That means we and our grandchildren's grandchildren will never witness this scenario. What will actually happen is that the sun will grow and turn into a red giant, expanding so much that it could swallow Mercury and Venus. Then it will shrink down into a small, cold, white dwarf. But don't worry, this scenario is scientifically impossible to happen suddenly. The sun isn't something that can just switch off like that. It's not even possible for it to turn off this way. It will keep shining for billions of years to come, and we are completely safe. But wasn't that a fun question to think about? Tell me in the comments what other what-if science scenario you'd like me to explain next time. Like and subscribe if you want more science what-if questions.